Or since
I am
there's a
recording
bunch
now.
of people. Okay.
All right. So thanks everybody for showing up. The first point I wanted to say was that activity has been slightly down since our last meeting, though that has recovered pretty well. We went on like 3 raids the other day, so that was pretty awesome. But still, in order to try and be a little more consistent about stuff, we brought up the idea of scheduled raids in the past, and I think it's time to honestly like follow through on that. So from now on, we'll be looking for raids on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. It can be at any point during those days, but there will definitely be a raid on those days. Pickup raids can happen in between those, of course, but those will be the scheduled days. If there are no raid targets available during a particular day, we'll instead go recruiting. We'll like all show up on a sim and like bother people. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, and get banned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. To those of you who have yet to reach veteran, contact your trainers. If you do not have a trainer or can't remember who your trainer is, contact an officer and you will have a trainer assigned to you. Right now, if you're just hanging around with your dicks in your hands, and I'm a little disappointed in that. But I think Irvant got Dave and Rob, and I'll be getting Cat whenever he shows back up. So I think that's everybody that needs to be covered. So hopefully that'll get taken care of. Please continue to offer feedback on the Weapon of the Week forum threads. At the moment, it's still mostly officers posting. You have a voice, use it. If you don't like or never use something, please tell us why. If you like a particular weapon or aspect of a weapon, that is also valid input.
Can I say something about Weapon of the Week since I
Yes.
didn't really get around to doing it? Dred, I know that you did implement some of the changes that we requested for the autogun, but when you initially released it, you did something specifically we asked you not to do, which was add an accuracy debuff to the drum mag. When you do that, it makes it seem like Weapon of the Week is being done in bad faith. Please, if you're going to do something like that, I know you've corrected it now, so have more people test it beforehand, because a lot of people were under the impression that you were just going to release it like that. There's a reason why we're asking for these accuracy debuffs to be removed from the extended magazines, and that's because there already is a trade-off, which is the reload speed. Okay?
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks.
it's been just handed around as tester version.
Okay, yeah, I know that. I just
input,
wanted to bring it up because
actually...
yeah.
Yes.
Some people brought it up to me like, hey, we talked about this and then this happened anyway. So I just wanted to make it clear that when that happens, it kind of demoralizes people from participating in the Weapon of the Week thing. I know you haven't released the update yet either, so it's all good. Just wanted to bring it up and clear the air so everyone knows that it's been addressed. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Lastly, we're currently having some issues with Silverhawks. You've probably heard about that, or were here for it. You are absolutely free to be mildly annoying to them if you see them.
I'm working on that right now. We should not do that, and I think I can fix this.
Okay.
Okay.
But we didn't do anything wrong, so we shouldn't like
just
concede anything to them. Just be
no,
like,
no, we're not gonna concede anything.
Yeah.
Just pretend they don't exist for like a week, and I can get this figured out.
All right,
Okay.
right on.
Okay.
But
then
dude,
we'll
I'm horny and I want
that.
Kelly and Harmony to talk to me.
All right, we will try that. Don't
Yeah.
grief them if you see them. We'll try it Straylock's way.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work though, then we'll
Gotta do the old enforcer job first. See
Yeah,
if that
they're
goes
just
well.
on a rag right now. They're freaking out about like really dumb shit. They're just looking for something to be mad.
Can we
about,
send them
so-
some cryptocurrency to get some better tampons and some Mylanta? Or not Mylanta, Motrin? Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah, women are
children's
gross, dude.
children.
Yeah.
All right.
Why they gotta be so anal?
Okay.
That's everything I had. I know it seems kind of like a repeat of what I said during the last meeting, but you know, it is kind of important, and that also means that, you know, I haven't seen much that needs to be done. So I guess that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Next up.
I'll go next, and I think Dred has something after me. Mine's pretty short. I have not seen any internal issues since the time that we brought up any of it, so good job on that. That makes things easy for me. I will not be around as much for a little bit, and I think Straylock will not be either. So if there is an issue, please defer to Tyro if Straylock and I don't respond right away. In terms of external relations, if Straylock thinks it can repair whatever happened with Silverhawks, because I don't actually know why they got so mad. Um, by all means, just lay off them for a bit. If it's a week and nothing happens, I would say you're probably wasting your time. And I kind of feel like you're wasting your time anyway, but I'll let you do your thing because I feel like it's just gonna happen again because they get bent out of shape over shit all the fucking time.
I think it will, but I think I
Yeah.
can get us unbanned and at least
Yeah.
be to the point where we can go raid them, and
Yeah.
that's really all we need to maintain.
Okay. In terms of that, we are going to dox Niv at the end of this meeting. Hey, Niv. Oh, he's muted. All right, all right. I'm done. That was all I had to say.
All right. Dred. Dredley.
Yeah, I'm doing weapon of the week stuff. That kind of got a little bit sidetracked because I have really bad ADHD, but I did make a really cool update to the NPC system. If you've gone to New Jesse, or have been hanging out in our sim, you will have seen that we now have some shooting NPC crash test dummies. For now, that is done until we get some like assets or decide on sounds for them. But that's going to be a baseline for having like renegades and guardsmen just fighting in our sim as well, because that's allies for lone wolves that they're going to have fun with, as well as just something to do even when there's not a lot of people on. And that also goes for, say, at New Jesse, if we get more NPCs made and all that stuff and hand them over to them, that's something lone wolves can do even if people aren't actively doing combat at that sim.
Speaking of the NPCs, my Christmas present to the group this year will be making sure that we get our armor set up for NPCs as well as set up for other platforms in the future. I already spoke to Billard about that, and we just need like a helmet and a mask and like a neck tube to throw on top of the armor, and then it's good to go. So
Okay,
I'll get that. I'll get that done for us, even after I have to pay somebody. So yeah. All right.
Okay, next thing. Baby Daddy and I commissioned Shuka for a arc rifle model. The arc rifle model is essentially done, and so is the arc pistol. He has also offered to do some more chaosified textures, which are probably going to hit him up for. But yeah, so these are going to go into the armory soon. The arc rifle is already in the armory, so this is just like a model update. But they also now have an overcharge mode that alters how the stun wash works, because it fires the trail and then a keyframe motion wash that applies like a slowdown effect. With overcharge mode, you fire your shots require double the ammo, so 2 instead of 1, but you get a 32 damage tick on the stun, which also lasts longer. So it's just hey, I'm putting this arc rifle on crack. Now it's actually gonna hurt a little bit for people that are getting slowed down. Other than that, yeah, that's those are going to the armory pretty much later today. The auto gun, we're going to do a little bit more code refactoring because I can move the shotgun stuff into another script that has less weight on it, so that the gun will be less likely to stack heap like it randomly does sometimes. Because right now the script's really fucking big.
Yeah.
After that, I'm going to get on the auto pistol and the knife changes that were requested, because those won't take too very long.
Yeah, something
I did
that
see though something in the knife thread though. 1 second.
yeah.
Gear rebalance, combat knife. Okay. So At the very end, Sam said knife needs to operate near your layer. I can do that. If someone's wearing a melee weapon on layer 2, it needs to disable itself somehow. I can't do that without refactoring and doing a ton of extra code, and it's going to be really fucking janky. So it's going to have to take the layer 2 melee slot for it to work.
That's fine.
But
Here,
that's
hang
the
on,
only
hang on,
thing.
hang on. I have an idea. Remember how the old knife worked where it wouldn't actually melee the person unless it was in range?
Yeah.
Just do that.
Well, no, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah,
But
then
that's
it
gonna
does.
make
It
it
doesn't
work on the
require.
layers,
It
but
doesn't cause any layering conflicts because it's 2 meters shorter than the other melee weapons. It should be fine. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Okay, fuck you.
Yeah, they able to Kanabo to work?
Oh
No,
yeah.
fucking
That's
way-
partially done too. Yeah.
Oh no.
So,
Yeah.
It's been like
A lot of
5
stuff,
fucking
dude.
years.
yeah, I know. I
Lazy
know.
asshole.
Fuck you, I made other things. Go check out the Corn Two-Hander. It's cool.
You do need to get the Kanabo out.
I do.
We could probably release. If you give me that, I can get it ready for release. If you give it to me full firms, there's
I
like a
need
couple.
to. I need to actually update it to the current two-hander baseline scripts because
Okay.
it's out of date with all that shit too.
Okay. Yeah. We'll mess with that next weekend then.
Right on.
In terms of Mechanicus stuff, Kat was interested in learning some LSL. Him and I might work on refactoring some of the back-end code, if that's cool with you, Dred.
Yeah.
Just to
don't change things like on the actual.
Well, so what we'll do
code,
is
or
we'll take a
else it might
clone of the
fuck up.
database and we'll test it that
Exactly.
way, so that we're gonna try to give it some more web front-end features.
That'd work. Yeah, that'd be fine.
All right, that was all I had on that. Oh, with the NPCs, I can rig up all the guns within the next week or so that you can have like a baseline to test it. Just let me know what
Okay.
guns you want them to have.
All right. Is that going to be the NPCs with our armor on them, or is that?
Just the guns on the crash test dummies for now, but we can.
Okay. Well, I don't
because-
have the crash test model. We'll have to get that from Nuke.
No, we don't need to do that. We just rig it to the
Okay.
hand point on the regular SL. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It'll work with any NPC after that. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
Anything else?
Yeah, I have just a few quick
That's
comments. In line with what Sam said, activity definitely did plummet for a little bit. This past week has been a little bit of an uptick, and I do want to thank a lot of the militia guys that have stepped in, particularly Ben Hicksing. He's been like pretty active this past week, and we always appreciate the militia guys because what's going on right now is like a pretty standard thing that happens where we have a lot of people that are enlisted that are like seasonal players. We've discussed this before, and right now we've kind of like lost one crowd of seasonal players. I talked to some other people, and we're going to be getting like some other people coming in, but at the same time we do need to get some like fresh blood coming in for winter. Which it is, it's pretty easy to do, especially if we do a
We'll have,
few like recruitment
full
raids.
bags too. So I mean, it's fine. Yeah, we just need to do some recruiting.
Yeah, pretty easy to do. Another thing is, as most of you may know, or maybe not, and I guess Niv is here, so Niv certainly knows this. We were talking to Epsilon recently, and we seem to like overcome some like hurdles that we had from the past. Epsilon has been very good in responding to what we had to say, and we now have an armory exchange program with them. Just like as a general rule, whether it's Epsilon, Grand Fed, or any group, if you have issues in the raid, like complaining happens in the SLMC, it's fun. We all like to do it. Try to communicate to the OIC. Keep it contained on your side, and the way we want to handle a lot of these issues is just by reaching out to, in the case of like Epsilon, for example, like Niv or someone like that directly.
Yeah.
Dawn's a good person to reach out to too. She's very reasonable. So
Communicate to our OIC, by the way. That's
no, every person should open an IM directly with their OIC every fight.
What everyone should actually IM Ryusha resident every fight. and like tell Ryusha about the problems that you're having.
Yeah.
So we need like a full 13-man raid team, IMing Ryusha about the issues we're having with Silverhawks.
All right.
So that's all I had. Very small things, but again, really want to shout out to the militia guys that have stepped up this past week. That basically enabled us to do like at least half of our combat actions. So
Absolutely agreed. Here, here.
and also I will say, like, please do recruit for militia. Not everyone can or wants to join the main group, and we don't want everyone in the main group. But militia is always good because militia guys, you can like tag them in at any time, and when we're kind of like in between seasons, like we are right now, they really help out a lot. Also, Niv said that we should I am Ryusha as well.
Nice.
So this is a joint Epsilon Chaos action.
So on top of the militia thing and the things they've been doing for us, Van Ixing, gay Van, not California Van, made
Don't dox,
some
dude.
crates. Fuck off. Some containers, pretty much. We had the old ones that Zane made. These ones are. It's like a hexagon, but he gave those to us, so we put them out all over the sun. So you
Nice.
can see the cargo containers out there. They're cool.
Sign.
Speaking of Van, one last time, could you make him the militia sergeant in the group, please?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can do that. Ow.
I think he's going to be the most degenerate militia sergeant we've ever had. He's more degenerate than Delhi.
I don't know about that.
Wow.
Yeah. What's his name now?
Milky, dude.
No, not Delhi.
Rosa.
Rosa Quartz.
I did it, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. About the activity thing, it's kind of that time of year where activity drops off, but just try to like hop on and in the Discord and ask people what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna probably be gone until the end of the month with training for a new job, so I might not be around too much. I might be around a lot since I'm working from home. I don't know yet. Depends on how demanding it is. So.
Okay.
Also, to like people who can lead raids, which is like veteran
Everyone.
and above.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically everyone. Like you don't need to wait for like people like Sam or I to lead raids. I know Irvant and Strelok are kind of busy right now, so their like ability to lead raids has kind of decreased from what it was a few months ago, which is totally expected. This was communicated prior. But if you want to lead a raid and you are a veteran or you are a marauder, like I said, you don't need to wait for us. You can just start IMing people on Discord, in world, etc. And you would be surprised by how easy it is to pull in a raid team, because not everybody is like always on Sim or in the Discord. Like people are playing other games or like trolling at MeHub. So like toss them an IM and you will be surprised by how many positive responses you get and how easy it is to muster like 7 dudes at any notice.
Mustard,
dude. And if you need like notices sent out, like any of us can help you out with that.
I think marauders can send notices, right?
Yeah, I don't think veterans can. And also, they can't send notices in the militia.
Well, if they need to send notices in Discord, you can always message one of us in Discord and we'll happily put it out for you. Yeah, if I'm at work and you want to lead a fucking raid, I've got Discord notifications. Put it out. I'm going to look at my phone and put it out for you.
Yeah. Something I wanted to bring up about like some of the lower ranking guys leading raids is we as officers need to do a little bit better not taking over their raids when we show up later in them, though, and I'm pretty guilty of that myself.
I'm bad about that
Same.
too.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing where we're used to being in charge. Even if they're kind of messing it up, let them get the experience in, and then talk to them about it afterwards.
That is a better way to go about it. Yeah.
Yeah. If it doesn't seem like people are having a bad time, don't take over their raid. If people are having a bad time, ask if you can take over OIC. Don't just go in and start giving orders and stuff like that because it undermines what they were doing and you showed up late. So.
Yeah. Well, and in that line too, I think a lot of the times you'll have people who show up late and they'll do like redundant communication. Chances are like a lot of stuff has probably been called out.
Yeah.
So just kind of be mindful of that and be attentive as well.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't happen very often, but there will be times where we call something out, everybody kind of gets the picture, someone doesn't hear it, and then we've been fighting a tank for like 5 minutes, and someone's like, "Oh, there's a tank." And it's like, no shit, dude. Yeah, we all saw that.
That's a tank. Oh, it's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
Dinosaurs.
Oh, and then if you do want to like correct someone that's kind of new to OICing, try to do that like in private after the raid as well. It's not really necessary to do that in front of everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Unless it's
Dred.
Dred, yell at him right there.
Well, Dred deserves it because Dred tried to fuck us over with the autogun, and you should all be like really mad about that, honestly.
Yeah, you guys are lucky Bentley caught it, dude.
Yeah.
Blame Tyro.
Try to sneak it in, that motherfucker.
Why are we blaming Tyro for something that he told
because
you not
he's
to
the
do?
one that was posting about it in the thread.
What a shit poster.
Oh shit, Tyro. Were you being an
That's all good.
apologist? An
Tyro
apologist?
the
A
snitch.
Hey, shut up.
apologist?
Alright,
No, it's
I
all
think we're getting pretty close to being done, actually.
Zalera, did you have anything?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Can you,
Does anyone have any questions?
Do we want to do bad movie night?
I
Yes,
have something
it's Sunday
to
night.
say. Ricky's
I think I
alive.
Yeah, we know.
He's alive. Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Sadly.
still can't beat me in a foot race
Hey,
either.
in
It's
honor of
fucking
No.
Ricky
wild.
being alive, can I tell a bad dad joke?
Yeah.
Dude, go ahead.
Okay. Gordon Ramsay is helping the struggling Chinese restaurant, okay? All of the chefs quit. Where did he find the owner?
Where?
Between a walk and a hard place.
Yeah, that's a good one. Alright, that's a good way to end the
White
meeting.
people.
Yeah, there we go. It was on YouTube, god damn it.
Yeah.